Hey guys, welcome back to the Delta 26 channel. Today I am here, Delta, with you, and I'm going to be showing you how to install the Portal 2 authoring tools and how to make your first map using Hammer. So to install the authoring tools, you're going to want to be opening Steam. Now where you see Portal 2, it should on the side say Games. You're going to go down here and you're going to want to check this Tools box. Then in this box, search Portal Authoring Tools. Portal 2 Authoring Tools. See right here? Click on that and then click Install. Once you've got your Portal 2 Authoring Tools fully installed, you're going to want to be clicking the Launch button right here. Now it'll open this window that says Portal 2 Authoring Tools. This is everything you'll need. But for this tutorial today, all you're going to need to worry about is Hammer World Editor. So double click on that. Now, once you're in Hammer, it's going to look a little confusing. It's going to look really outdated, but don't worry, you'll get used to it. Click File in the top corner and New. Now you're going to see a new window. Yours won't look exactly like mine, but what you're going to want to do is just resize these windows until they look like mine. So as you can see from the sides, you are able to resize them to your liking. So make it look like mine. Now we have 4 windows here. This is your camera window. This is the physical, what your level is going to look like. Then the next tab, we have your top. This is your top down view in the wireframe. Then we have your front view in the wireframe and your side view in the wireframe. Now, it'll look a little confusing, but we'll get used to it. So, step 1 is we're going to be creating a room. Alright, now let's make our room. So, once again, you can push Z to look around in 3D space. This here is the origin. This is like the 0, 0, 0 in coordinates. You want to keep track of this. Then you're going to be selecting from the side panel the block tool, which is the cube, and it's also Shift plus B to select this quickly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be making a room in the front view. I'm going to go with 1024 units width and 384 units height. Now check this window and make sure that it is also 1024. So it should be 1024 by 1024. Now look around using Z and you'll be able to see how does this look. Now I can see here I want my room to be a little bit taller. So I'm going to be changing this from 384 to 512. I think that looks good. Now, once you're satisfied with your room, you're going to want to click Enter. Now, but you may be saying, oh Delta, but I can't see the textures. Well, that's simple. Click on the camera button up here and you'll be set to 3D wireframe. Change this to 3D shaded textured polygons. Now, we've got our block here and we're going to pick a texture for it. So, for example, I'm going to look through the textures. I'd recommend you search wall, and I'm going to be going with, yeah, sure, this white wall here. Click Apply. This is the Apply to Current Texture. This is the bricks right here, so make sure you click on that. Now, this obviously isn't a room. This is just a block, so we're going to hollow this out. At the top, click Tools, and then make Hollow. Now, it'll say how thick do you want the walls. Use a negative number to hollow outward. So we're going to change this to -64. Click OK. Alright, we've made our first room. Now, how can we get the player to actually spawn in this room? Well, that's simple. On the side here, click your Entity tool, or Shift plus E. Then click somewhere on the floor of your room. I'm going to click right here in the middle. Now, zoom in the wireframe, and then click Properties. Now change this to Info Player Start. I have mine set on default to Info Player Start. I believe it is like that in the normal Hammer, but just get accustomed to changing the class attribute, because this will allow you to change what kind of entity it actually is. now we're going to be giving us the portal gun. So make another entity that is a little bit forward from our previous info start, like this. Now, right click, properties, and we're going to be changing this to weapon underscore portal gun. Now click apply. Now, if you'd like, you can also set this so if it can only fire one portal, if it will show the potato, if it'll have like the Atlas and Peabody portals. I'm going to be turning on potatoes, and now click apply. Now, from your right or side wireframe, we're just going to be moving this into the player's feet. So they'll be starting on it. Alright, now here's how we're going to run our map. Click File and Save As. I'm going to be saving this as nifty underscore room. You're going to want to use underscores in place of spaces for the names of Portal 2 maps because Portal 2 does not like spaces very much. So click Save. Now click File and Run Map. Now this screen will not actually run it properly, so you're just going to want to click Expert and then change this from default to Run Map full screen, or I prefer just either fast or default. I wouldn't use anything else, but I'm going to go with default for this one because it's the easiest. Now just click Go. We can see it'll do some magic in the command terminal, and boom, we are loading into Portal 2. And let's see how our map turned out. Now, as you can see from within our map, we can walk around and shoot both portals. Alright, now in the next tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to add cubes, buttons, and a door to your level. Alright, that's me, Delta 26. See you next time.